Hi there. If you're here, chances are you've experienced situations where someone disrespected you, whether it's at work, in your family, or just in everyday life. It can be frustrating, confusing, and even downright upsetting. But here's the good news. You can learn how to handle these moments like a pro. How often do you face disrespectful behavior? Let me know in the comments. How does it make you feel? Do you already have ways to deal with it? Today, I'm sharing 5 powerful techniques to help you not only handle disrespect, but also maintain your confidence, dignity, and inner peace. These methods are tried and true, and they work for any situation, whether it's a toxic coworker, a manipulative friend, or a random rude stranger. Make sure to watch this video till the end, because the last technique could completely transform how you approach these situations. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to do it. Let's get you closer to calm and confident living. All right, let's dive into the first technique, a powerful tool we all have: understanding disrespect and its roots. What is disrespect? Disrespect is a behavior or attitude that undermines someone's dignity, worth, or value. It can manifest in various ways, such as dismissive comments, mocking gestures, passive-aggressive behavior, or outright verbal abuse. While disrespect is often evident, it can sometimes be subtle and harder to identify. Examples of disrespect include interrupting someone during a conversation, ignoring someone's opinions or contributions, mocking or belittling someone's feelings or actions, engaging in sarcastic or rude remarks meant to undermine. Understanding disrespect is essential because it can significantly impact one's emotional well-being and self-esteem. It often triggers feelings of anger, hurt, or frustration, and if left unchecked, can erode personal and professional relationships. Why do people disrespect others? Disrespect often stems from a variety of psychological or social factors. Understanding these reasons can help us respond more effectively. Insecurity. People who feel insecure about themselves may resort to disrespect to elevate their self-worth by putting others down. Power dynamics. Some individuals disrespect others to assert dominance or control in a relationship, workplace, or social setting. Learned behavior. Disrespect can be a learned pattern of behavior from family, culture, or previous relationships. Stress or frustration. High levels of stress or personal struggles can cause people to lash out at others, often unintentionally. Cultural misunderstandings. In some cases, actions perceived as disrespectful might arise from cultural differences or miscommunication. By understanding these motives, we can approach situations of disrespect with a balanced perspective, reducing the likelihood of escalating the conflict. The impact of disrespect. Disrespect can leave lasting emotional and psychological scars if not addressed. It can damage self-esteem. Persistent disrespect can make individuals doubt their worth and abilities. Harm relationships. Disrespect undermines trust and creates distance in personal or professional interactions. Lead to stress or anxiety. Being regularly disrespected can create a hostile environment, causing emotional distress. Foster resentment or retaliation. When people feel disrespected, they may harbor grudges, leading to further conflicts. Recognizing the consequences of disrespect highlights the importance of addressing it effectively and constructively. Types of disrespect. Disrespect can manifest in various forms. Verbal disrespect, harsh or condescending language, mocking, or interrupting. Nonverbal disrespect, eye-rolling, dismissive gestures, or ignoring someone's presence. Passive-aggressive behavior, subtle insults, sarcasm, or indirect criticism. Systemic disrespect, marginalizing someone based on gender, race, or other characteristics. Understanding these types helps identify disrespect when it occurs and equips us to respond appropriately. Recognizing disrespect in everyday situations. Recognizing disrespect is the first step in addressing it. Sometimes people may not realize they're being disrespected until it's too late. Here are some signs: feeling undervalued or dismissed in conversations, experiencing discomfort or emotional distress after interactions, repeatedly being ignored or excluded in group settings. By becoming more aware of these signals, individuals can take proactive steps to protect their boundaries and self-esteem. Setting the stage for positive responses. Responding to disrespect effectively requires preparation and self-awareness. Instead of reacting impulsively, it's essential to stay calm and composed. Analyze the situation objectively to understand the motives behind the behavior. Decide on an appropriate response that protects your dignity without escalating the conflict. This foundation lays the groundwork for the techniques and strategies discussed in subsequent sections. Part 2. Self-control and emotional resilience. 2.1. Why is emotional control important? Everyone encounters situations where disrespect provokes strong emotions. Whether it's anger, frustration, or hurt, these feelings are natural but can lead to undesirable outcomes if acted upon impulsively. Emotional control is crucial because it allows us to avoid unnecessary conflicts or aggression, maintain clarity and focus in challenging situations, demonstrate maturity and self-confidence. Managing emotions doesn't mean suppressing them, it means channeling them constructively to achieve better outcomes. 2.2. Techniques for self-control. Here are several simple yet effective methods to maintain self-control in moments of disrespect. Deep breathing. When emotions rise, take a moment to breathe deeply. This reduces stress, calms your nervous system, and helps you think clearly before reacting. Pausing before responding. Silence can be a powerful tool. Taking a pause before speaking allows you to analyze the situation and decide on a measured response. Self-reflection. Ask yourself, why does this behavior affect me so much? Often, our emotional reactions stem from internal beliefs or past experiences rather than the current situation. Self-reflection helps address the root cause of your feelings. 2.3. Developing emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EI, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions while empathizing with others. Developing EI can significantly improve your responses to disrespectful behavior. To enhance EI, acknowledge your emotions. Recognize and name your feelings instead of suppressing them. Identify triggers. Be aware of situations or behaviors that provoke strong reactions. Practice empathy. Try to understand the perspective of the person exhibiting disrespect. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but helps you respond thoughtfully. 2.4. Overcoming anger. When emotions become a barrier. Anger is a natural reaction to disrespect, but can quickly escalate into conflict if not managed. It's important to recognize anger as a signal that something feels unjust rather than letting it dictate your actions. Strategies for managing anger. Release pent-up energy. Physical activities like running or yoga can help dissipate anger and restore calm. Distract yourself. Shift your focus to neutral or positive tasks to reduce emotional intensity. Seek solutions. Channel your energy into resolving the issue rather than dwelling on negative emotions. Establishing and enforcing personal boundaries. What are personal boundaries? Personal boundaries are the limits we set to protect our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. They define what behavior we consider acceptable and what we do not. Boundaries are crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and ensuring mutual respect. Types of personal boundaries: physical boundaries, relating to personal space, touch, and physical privacy. Emotional boundaries, protecting your feelings and emotional well-being. Mental boundaries, defining acceptable ways others can discuss or challenge your thoughts and beliefs. Time and energy boundaries, managing how much time and energy you devote to others. Why are boundaries important? Clear boundaries are essential for self-respect and maintaining control over your life. Without boundaries, others may take advantage of you, leading to resentment and stress. Boundaries protect your self-esteem. They affirm your value and help you demand respect. Encourage healthy relationships. Clear boundaries reduce misunderstandings and foster mutual respect. Improve mental health. They prevent emotional burnout and help you feel secure and in control. 3.3. Identifying weak or non-existent boundaries. Signs that you may lack clear boundaries include constantly saying yes to others at the expense of your needs, feeling exhausted or resentful after interactions, struggling to communicate your preferences or discomfort, allowing others to dictate your emotions or decisions. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward building stronger boundaries. How to establish personal boundaries. Know your limits. Reflect on what feels acceptable and unacceptable to you. This could include behaviors, language, or expectations in various relationships. Communicate clearly. Use direct, respectful language to express your boundaries. For example, I need some time to think before responding. I don't feel comfortable discussing this topic. Be consistent. Enforcing boundaries requires repetition and consistency. If someone crosses a boundary, calmly remind them of your limits. Learn to say no. Saying no is a critical part of setting boundaries. Practice doing so confidently, without guilt. Handling pushback when setting boundaries. Not everyone will respect your boundaries immediately, especially if they are used to overstepping them. Expect resistance and be prepared to. Reaffirm your stance without hostility. Use I statements to explain your perspective. Remove yourself from situations where your boundaries are repeatedly ignored. 3.7. The long-term benefits of strong boundaries. Establishing boundaries may be challenging initially, but over time, they empower you to build healthier relationships and live with greater confidence. When you set clear limits, you attract people who respect your values and create space for positive, meaningful interactions. The power of nonviolent communication. What is nonviolent communication, NVC? Nonviolent communication, developed by Marshall Rosenberg, is a communication method designed to foster understanding, empathy, and resolution during conflicts. It involves expressing yourself honestly while respecting others' perspectives. The core of NVC involves 4 steps. Observation. State what you've observed without judgment or interpretation. Example: I noticed you interrupted me during the meeting. Feelings. Share how this observation made you feel. Example: when you interrupted me, I felt unheard and frustrated. Needs. Identify the unmet need behind your feelings. Example: I need to feel that my input is valued. Request. Politely ask for a specific change in behavior. Example: could you let me finish speaking before responding? Applying NVC in situations of disrespect. When faced with disrespect, responding assertively but calmly is crucial. NVC provides a framework for addressing the issue without escalating tensions. For instance, situation: a colleague regularly dismisses your ideas in meetings. NVC response: when you disregard my suggestions, I feel devalued. I need to know that my contributions are respected. Could we agree to hear each other out fully before moving on? Examples of NVC in action. Example 1. Scenario: a friend makes jokes about your appearance. Observation: when you joke about how I look. Feeling: I feel uncomfortable and hurt. Need: I need to feel respected for who I am. Request: can you avoid making jokes about my appearance? Example 2. Scenario: a family member dismisses your career choices. Observation: when you criticize my career path. Feeling: I feel unsupported and demoralized. Need: I need encouragement to pursue what's meaningful to me. Request: can we have more supportive conversations about my goals? Advantages of using NVC: promotes clarity and understanding in communication, reduces defensiveness and hostility, encourages mutual respect and collaboration. Mastering NVC takes practice, but its benefits extend beyond handling disrespect. It's a valuable tool for resolving conflicts, building relationships, and fostering empathy, acceptance, and letting go. Why is forgiveness important? Forgiveness is a powerful tool for restoring inner harmony and creating conditions for personal growth. Forgiveness does not mean justifying someone's actions. It means acknowledging that holding on to resentment is not worth the emotional toll it takes. Forgiveness allows you to release negative emotions, free yourself from anger, hurt, and resentment that can weigh you down. Restore your energy. Resentment consumes energy that could be directed toward personal growth and joy. Reduce stress. Studies show that forgiveness lowers stress and promotes emotional balance. Improve relationships. Forgiveness paves the way for reconciliation and healthier connections. Techniques for forgiveness. Acknowledging the hurt. Admit to yourself that you were hurt. Recognizing your feelings is the first step toward healing. Shifting your focus. Instead of dwelling on the pain, focus on your goals, personal growth, and what truly matters to you. Writing a forgiveness letter. Write a letter to the person who wronged you, expressing your feelings and the impact of their actions. You don't need to send it. This exercise is for your healing. Letting go of resentment. Letting go of resentment is a process that requires patience and effort. Holding on to anger and grudges keeps you tied to the past and prevents you from moving forward. Releasing these emotions allows you to regain control over your life and mental space. Steps to letting go. Accept what happened. Understand that you cannot change the past, but you can control how you respond to it. Focus on the present. Live in the moment rather than letting past grievances dominate your thoughts. Choose freedom. Recognize that forgiveness is for your benefit, not necessarily for the person who wronged you. The benefits of forgiveness and letting go. The act of forgiveness is as much about your well-being as it is about reconciliation. By letting go of resentment, you improve your emotional health. Forgiveness reduces feelings of anger and bitterness, allowing you to feel lighter and happier. Strengthen your relationships. You become more open to trust and understanding in future interactions. Find peace. Letting go creates space for peace and emotional stability. How to prevent resentment from controlling your life. To avoid letting resentment and disrespect control your life. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life to counterbalance negative emotions. Prioritize your well-being. Remind yourself that your happiness and growth are not dependent on others' actions. Understand human flaws. Recognize that others' disrespectful behavior often stems from their own insecurities or struggles. This perspective helps you respond with wisdom rather than anger. Forgiveness as a path to personal growth. Forgiveness is not about condoning bad behavior, but about liberating yourself from its emotional burden. It helps you develop tolerance and empathy. Understanding others' perspectives fosters emotional maturity. Claim your strength. Forgiveness is a sign of courage and inner strength, as it requires you to take control of your emotional state. Achieve inner peace. Letting go of resentment restores balance and enhances your resilience. Steps toward forgiveness and letting go. Forgiveness is a journey. The following steps can guide you. Acknowledge the hurt. Be honest with yourself about how you feel. Reflect on the cause. Understand why the situation affected you so deeply. Release the pain. Accept that holding on to resentment harms you more than the person who wronged you. Focus on the future. Redirect your energy toward positive actions and self-improvement. Conclusion: responding to disrespect is not only about defending your boundaries, but also about personal growth. Managing emotions, setting boundaries, practicing nonviolent communication, and forgiving others are all tools that empower you to navigate life's challenges with strength and dignity. Disrespect is inevitable, but how you respond determines its impact on your life. By choosing to react thoughtfully, you can turn moments of conflict into opportunities for self-development, fostering resilience, inner peace, and healthier relationships.